Good evening, and a warm and loving welcome to everybody.
Hello, everyone. Good evening.
Welcome to everybody who may be watching for the first time, or if you're a regular viewer, or if you're watching sometime in the future, because that sounds weird, but we'll be on Facebook now forever. But hello and welcome. Thank you for watching.
Can I just say
Go on,
thank
Jane.
you for thank you. Can I just say thank you for everybody's prayers and the thoughts? But my grandson put on about my little brother passing. He didn't actually pass today. It's his anniversary of his passing. But I was telling him, I've just said it's your anniversary. Told him our Andy died today, my brother. So he says, "Oh, I'll put some on," but he's made out as though he's put something like
he didn't phrase it, did he?
Or something, and he didn't put it right. So can I apologise? I have corrected it, but thank you everybody for all your thoughts and your prayers. And just very quickly, can I also can you send thoughts out to my daughter Amy and Ricky, as their friend on Friday passed away. Call him G. That's what they've just asked me to name him as. G. He passed away on Friday with sudden. So they said, could we just send the thoughts out to them, because there's a lot of different things. But there we go. All right, and that's G.
Bless.
Thank you. Bless him.
Hello, Dad.
Hello,
bless.
Daddy.
Hi, Daddy Alan.
Jane.
Mummy Josie.
My mum was just saying the other day, when are we going to go back up and visit, because their little entry hall and everything could do with decorating. So if we go, they said they need to decorate.
As soon as they say we can go, I'm ready, because I love going to your mum and dad.
Yeah, but she's just saying they need to decorate, so if we go up, there's an excuse.
Well, when we can,
bless them.
Well, I'll be there if Tony
Why not?
Let me, but I'll be there.
Yeah,
just
of course we would. Of course we would.
Tony.
Oh,
me butties if no tells.
Yeah, in one of those stotty buns. Oh, yeah.
Because they really
lovely.
made me welcome.
Oh, bless them. So today is our divine service, so we will be opening in prayer, and then Irene will be giving us a poem, and then we'll be going into some healing. Karen,
Jan,
of course you can have some healing.
Jan, happy birthday.
Oh, happy birthday, Jan.
Oh, happy birthday, Jan.
I haven't got a pen and a piece of paper, but Karen, Louise, Cleo, you've put it up. That's fine. That's fine as long as you have. We don't decorate, but my mum decorated for Jean going up. Everything was glossed, emulsioned, hoovered, vacuumed, cleaned within an inch of it. I know it's only a little cottage, but still.
Yeah, but it's spotless.
It was a bit over the top. She says it's filthy at the minute because they've not felt like they've wanted to do anything to during lockdown. So what she means is there'll be a piece of paper somewhere out of place, and one of the pillars in the bedroom will be a bit ruckled. That's why it'll be filthy.
Should have seen
terrible.
The bedding. The bedding must have cost her an arm and a leg. It was absolutely gorgeous. I wouldn't sleep on it. I wouldn't even sit on it. It's that nice.
And the big cover thing she's got cost more than our bed did, and it's gone bobbly.
That shows you.
I said, well, that's what you get. Ours from the range hasn't gone bobbly, but ours from the range didn't go bobbly. Hers, what cost more than our house, it went bobbly.
Honestly, it's cost a fortune.
Anyway, it does.
Can we just say happy birthday as well to Daniela Dwyer O'Shea? She's 25 today. Happy birthday, Daniela.
She's off.
Daniela, you're the same age as me.
And me.
You're the same age as me.
Well, I'm not saying the same age as me, darling, because I'm way over that.
Yeah.
And what? Be 25 again and know what you know now. Yeah.
Oh no, I don't think I would. No. I'm happy where I am.
Yeah.
Anyway, So yes, that's today's your divine service, and we've changed our background today. We're looking at some nice foliage today, rather than a beach. So let's without further ado get this service opened in prayer. So if we could all join together and blend our energies, please, friends. Great Spirit, Father, Mother, God, we thank you for the privilege of gathering together here in your name tonight across this virtual space. Father, Jean, Irene and myself are truly grateful to everybody who spends their time with us and in the company of Spirit. Father, we ask that the veil be lifted between the two realms to allow the guides and inspirers of Jean, Irene and myself to step forward so we may become clear vessels of communication, and the loved ones of those watching come forward to offer messages of truth, of proof, of love and life eternal. As always, everything we do here tonight, Father, will be done with truth, honesty, and with love in our hearts. And at the end of this evening, we will hand back to you everything which is rightfully yours with love, honour, and glory. Amen.
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 Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, the power, and the glory, forever and ever. Amen.
Amen. This one is from 1982. It was written for a friend of mine who lost their, I can't remember whether it was, I think it was, she lost her husband, and she asked me to write something, so I wrote this. It's called Please Help Me. Please help me get over you, because you don't know what I'm going through. We had a love so very strong, and now it is for you I long. I see your face everywhere and think of our love we always shared. But you left me, no reason why. You didn't even say goodbye. And that just tore me apart. Now I'm left with a broken heart. Please help me get over you, because I don't know what to do. I don't know which way to turn. My love for you still burns and burns. I cannot help the way I feel. My love for you is deep and real. I've no regrets. I'm so glad we met. But it's not over for me yet. I didn't think God could be so cruel. Inside, I'm trying to fight my own duel. Please help me get over you, because I am feeling so very blue. I'm never going to let your memory go, because if I did, I would have nothing to show for all the feelings of love we shared, because I know you really cared. You came so quietly into my life when all I had was trouble and strife. You are one of us, one of the chosen few, and in time the memories were just for me and you. Please help me get over you. I just don't know what to do. You can help me from heaven above by sending me down your love, and to let me know that you are here, to help me know that you are here, that you are with me from the spirit land, and that you will come and hold my hand to help me to allay my fears, and I feel you gently wipe away my tears.
Oh, another nice, lovely one.
Oh, it's beautiful.
Well done,
Thank
Irene.
you.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you for that one.
Yes. Absolutely gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous
Thank
as
you.
always.
And please don't forget, I've got to leave you shortly because I have another service that was booked eons ago.
Absolutely fine. No problem.
So
no problem.
I've got about half an hour before I have to leave you, but I'll see you tomorrow night if we're having a service tomorrow night.
Yep. The invitation's already gone out, I think. But
good.
Yeah. And now we've come to the healing part of the service, where we'll start with a healing prayer, then there'll be the videos of those lovely candles flickering, and then the healing period will end with the word Amen. So during this time, if there's anybody you know who you would like some prayers and healing to go out to, just hold them in your thoughts, and the energy will go there. To Karen Louise Cleel's uncle, I think it was, to the friend of Amy and Ricky. If we can hold those forward in our thoughts as well, please. And like I said, just anybody else that you know who just needs a bit of upliftment. I was just going to say, and please don't forget about yourself or your pets or whoever it is. So here we go. Great Spirit, Father, Mother, God, here we bring before thee all those in our and all absent healing books, that it may please thee to heal them, be they suffering in mind, in body, or in spirit. We ask for those we know and those we do not know, and those who have no one to ask for them, we ask for them now. Oh, man.
Amen.
Oh, well, thank you, everybody. I always feel uplifted when we've done that. I really do. It's lovely. Really nice. Okay, so now we come to the mediumship part of the service. As I've done for the last couple of services, excuse me, I've put the link at the bottom of the comments. I've pinned it as a comment. So if you can take everything that we're giving off, we'll invite you to come onto the screen with us if you want to. If we do invite you in, just click on that link. It should take you through and ask you for permissions to your camera and your Facebook name, and it'll ask you for your profile name and the photo, and then it'll bring you backstage, and then you can come on screen with us. If you don't want to, that's absolutely fine as well. So has anybody got anything yet?
I'm all crackly again, me. I've had to write mine down today.
Oh.
So is it all right to go?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I've got a lady what's been with me this afternoon, and I've got to say she's not a very big lady. She's sat in a chair, and that's where she says she would have always been. She would have liked to have sat in a chair, and she says, I would have liked to have seen the world go by. She's mentioning ivy, so I don't know if there's a name called ivy or if she means the plant ivy, I don't know. But this is what she's just said. She's also making reference to a name called Mandy, so I don't know if she's Mandy or she's talking about Mandy on the earth plane. This lady is not very big at all, as I've said. She's got salt and pepper hair, a bit of an oval shaped face. It's not a round face, bless her. She's coming in. She says she passed away peacefully. So I've just wrote it all down. She passed away peacefully, that was it. And she says there was family with her when she passed. I'm not saying all family, but she says there was some family with her when she passed. She says she did go in a sleep, so I don't know if she passed that way, but she knows that there were so many. Thank you. Oh, she's come on your birthday, Daniela.
Oh, that's nice.
Daniela's birthday, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. It was, yeah.
So she's come, obviously, then she's come to say happy birthday to you, darling. But she's just coming in because she's wanting to say thank you for everything what people did for her while she was on the earth plane. So I'm just looking. She's mentioning that to people, that she had the headaches. She got quite a few headaches, but she also wants to make reference to somebody on the earth plane, darling, what's having a few headaches as well. I don't know if the tension headaches or if from they're wanting their eyes tested, but she's just making reference to this, darling. Oh, it's all right, Bother. She's making reference to this sweetheart. Okay, can you place Mandy because she's fetched me? That's all right if you've never met her, darling. Obviously, she's seen you grow up. She's making reference to a Mandy, so you must know a Mandy. Whether I do feel Mandy's on the earth plane though, because she hasn't said she's in spirit with her. I do know there's other members of the family with her in spirit, because she says there's a few of us. So I do know there's a few with this lady in spirit, darling. And she says they all went to. Thank you. She says the people in spirit, darling, all went to different ages. So I know not everyone got to an old age, because she said, thank you. Because she says we're all different ages. She's just said we're mismatched. That's how she's put it. But she's we're all different ages. Mandy, that's all right, darling. Just listen in, because I know she's talking about a Mandy who she's making reference to, sweetheart. So I do know that they all went at different ages, darling. She said you've had it a little bit rough, but you're coming through it now. Okay, I don't know if you've had a bit of a spell where you've not been 100%, darling, but she says you're coming through it. Okay, she says things are getting there for you. So I know that. I don't know if you can understand where there was a carer or somebody who cares, because she's talking about a carer. So I hope you can understand that as well, darling. I don't know if she means a carer in a home or somebody who's to care for her in her home. That's what she's talking about. I know this lady got out of breath quite quick.
Oops.
Oh. Right, thank you, because she's mentioned that, darling. I know this lady got out of breath quite quickly, especially when she was talking, because she found it a bit hard, darling, at times to actually talk. So she says, I used to just sit and listen, she says, but I used to hear everything they said. So I know that she heard everything that what people said. Okay, and she's still doing that now. She says, I'm still listening to everything. She says, she's just said, they don't get away without me knowing what's going on. So she's been around you, darling, and she said you've needed her at times, but I don't know if it's a father in spirit or a granddad in spirit, but she says you've been needing some more support as well. And this gentleman's there, darling. Thank you. And this gentleman's there as well for you, sweetheart, because you're just needing that support and that little bit of, I'm saying support, but they've just said you need that upliftment, and that's the only way that I can mention it, that you need lifting back up, sweetheart. Okay, it's just as if she says, if I could, she'd cradle you like a baby, so you want that love. Okay, and that's how she's. Thank you, because I do know this gentleman's there with the darling. Okay, and they're coming through. Can I give you the month of May, sweetheart? They've mentioned May as the month. And can I give you the 20? All right, darling, the 24th of a month as well, sweetheart. She's talking about that as well. She's, come on then, I know it's your birthday today, but there's a birthday in the month of September she's making reference to. And there's also a passing, darling. I'm sorry, something's ringing. It's all right, it's gone. And so she's making reference to that. What did she put, Tony? Because my phone's ringing as well, and I'm ignoring it. Right. There's that love there, and this gentleman's there for you, sweetheart. And I've got this lady giving you the love, but I've also got that gentleman there. Sorry, this is falling off my head. My head's too little. So this father's bringing this loving, darling, and this support and this help. And I'm not meaning anything untowards, but he's saying this support, there's more support could be done on the earth plane for you, darling. I hope you can understand that some people don't, can I say they don't understand everything, where if they understood everything, you might get that little bit of support. And I don't mean that in a nasty way, and I don't want to cause any trouble or anything, but you just need that, even if it's somebody to talk to, they're making reference to, sweetheart. Okay, you've just, something's happened to your mobile phone. I don't know if it's not been working properly or it's cracked, but there's something to do with the mobile phone, darling, because they're making reference to that as well. Okay, and they've just, all right, darling, and I've got to give you a bunch of flowers, Bramopoulos, so I'm giving you Oh, that's brilliant. So I know there's support there, darling. There's something to do with a mobile phone. I don't know if it's not working properly, sweetheart. You're thinking of changing it, but they've made reference to a mobile phone here as well. Right. See, they don't get away with nothing, do you? They find out everything. And you've lit a candle as well. I don't know if you like candles on certain days or you have them lit, but I'm lighting a candle for you as well, sweetheart, the saying. Okay. And oh, excuse me, I'm going to sneeze. I don't know if you've, Tony usually has tickly noses. I've got a tickly nose, darling, so I don't know if you've smelt something or if you're sensitive to so many smells, but my nose is tickling here. And it's really, I'm going to sneeze soon because it's that tickly. So I hope you can understand that as well, sweetheart, okay? Can you understand where somebody's talking about having a tattoo? Because they've just made reference to a tattoo. Right, thank you. Tell you they're around you, sweetheart. They're giving you that much love they can. Somebody's talking about having a tattoo, sweetheart, because they're on about that as well. Okay. I don't know if you can understand where somebody's twisted the ankle. I'm not saying today, but somebody's twisted the ankle at some point. It's not long away, but the way it fell over on it or something was making reference to. The gentleman is just saying that he wants to give you a big kiss and a big hug. He's saying because you're doing really well to say what you're going through, sweetheart, and he's so proud. Right. Well, he's just saying, darling, that he's so. Oh, I got my voice come back.
Just one sec.
So
there's a lot of background, Tony, and I don't know what it is, but it sounds like there's somebody playing with the microphone because it's really thumping through, and sometimes you can't hear what Jean's saying.
I don't know. I just heard myself come back on me.
No,
I just said,
it's perfectly clear through my headphones.
It were only that minute I could hear something back, and it were me. But it's there for you, darling. He's giving you.
Yeah, it was because I unplugged my headphones, so it was feeding back through.
He's giving you so much love, sweetheart, and so much support. I've got to give you a kiss. I've got to blow. Well, I can't give you a kiss, but I've got to blow you a kiss, darling. And it says, keep going. You will get there in the end, darling. Okay? You will get there. And I'll see if Tony and Irene's got anything for you. But it's been lovely working with this gentleman and this lady for you. I know the lady fetched the gentleman through, but it's been lovely. And it's just said, I don't know if you drink or not, but it's just said have a glass of wine and a soak. So I don't know if he means get in the bath and have a soak with a glass of wine. That's if you've got a bath. Nobody knows today, do we? All right then, darling. But it's there for you. Okay, just ask spirit and they'll come closer. Bye-bye, darling. Oh, lovely parenting.
Can I go, Tony?
Yeah.
Hi, Daniela. I haven't really got a lot, sweetheart, because Jean has said most of it, bless her. But I'd already got the reference to the bath, but what this is come across to me and he's saying, will you please learn to relax, sweetheart, because you seem to be tensed all the time, which with one of the things that you've got, it's just a natural thing, but he's also referencing depression as well with you, darling, and he's saying if you can try and relax and if you could just have an hour on your own or just to relax down a bit, you would feel a lot better. Just get half an hour or an hour to yourself. But he is around you, sweetheart, as Jean said, and he comes with so much love for you, and he just wants you to get better. And I've got to give you a healing blanket that he's given to me for you. And I'm also going to give you some of my healing irises, my purple irises as well. And I'm going to say, I'm going to put you in my healing book as well, Daniela, okay? So that hopefully that will help and we'll send you some healing. Right, I know you can't help yourself, sweetheart, but at least you're going to get the right help in the right way. So that's a plus, and we're always here if you need anything. We're not counsellors, but we can give you the support. And I'm going to say good night and God bless and see if Tony can add to that.
We certainly can. We're here whenever you would need us. Like Irene's just said, though, we're not counsellors, so we can't give any professional advice, but we're here to talk if ever anybody needs us.
Absolutely.
Daniela, I haven't got very much more, but I have a gentleman's energy who just wants to draw really close because my cheeks are really burning. So he's coming really close, and I feel this is a father figure. So you've said fathers in spirit. He's come around the 4, so there must be 4 people here that he comes in visitation to. And he's talking about being around and playing with little ones as well. So I don't know if your little ones play with imaginary friends on the floor, but he's talking about he interacts with the little ones. I know you said Ivy is named after your grandmother, was it, or great grandmother? But there's something of his passed down as well. So I don't know if there's a name connected with him that's passed down, or if there's something of his that was passed down, but it's as if he's passing something from him to somebody else down here. He's talking about the 5th of a month and the 15th of a month has been significant. Yes, Ivy's his daughter. All right, okay, that's fine. And also the 5th of the month, 15th of a month. And what else did you say to me? I don't know if Gina or Irene said.
I did give a date, but I can't remember now.
Did you give May?
Yes,
I got May, but I wasn't. I'm not sure if they're saying May the month or May the name.
I got the month.
I've got May. All right, and also somebody would have passed with confusion, Daniela, because I feel a little bit confused about things. I'm confused today anyway. It's just been one of those days.
I think it's one of these days.
Oh, okay. Right. But yeah, and I also want to be celebrating something big this year. I know it's your birthday now, but I want to be celebrating something big this year. So I don't know if it's somebody's big birthday or a golden anniversary or a silver anniversary or something, but he's talking about the big celebration. Your dad was confused. Okay, thank you, sweetheart. Now that's just not fair because I can't eat it now. It's just your sister's 30th. Brilliant, thank you. That'll do me. He's put in front of me, Danielle, which is really naughty because I can't eat it. I'm intolerant to wheat. A huge chocolate cake. So somebody must have really loved chocolate cake with chocolate buttercream in the middle and icing on top and everything. And he wants me to leave you with that, sweetheart. So you enjoy this big chocolate cake because I can't. And I will leave his love with you and say God bless and thank you. Thank you for working with us, Daniela.
Daniela,
he's a lovely
John,
chap.
Sweetheart. Yes, can you just take John? Because as Tony were talking, they just give me John, darling. Take the icing off. You'll just have the chocolate.
Well, I'll have the icing
John,
then.
Sweetheart. You would like.
I love the cake.
I've done a pear, caramelized pear, with cake on it. You know, like an upside down cake.
Yeah,
that's what I've made.
Oh yeah.
I'm so proud of myself.
Lovely.
Yep. Just a minute.
John was her father.
Whose father?
I've just said.
Julianne says John was my father. Danielle said it was his brother.
Oh, and John, yeah, they can take John.
John was his brother, but Julianne said John was her father. But yeah, I thought you were supposed to be resting, Mrs. Yeah.
Well, it don't take long to poach a few pears, does it, Jean? And the pan does it really.
Yeah,
Put me the pan and
eat a cake. You got a beat a
You
cake?
can use,
I shouldn't.
you can
I
use a
shouldn't eat
mixer.
it really, should I? Being diabetic, I loved it. With fresh
No.
cream.
You're allowed a little bit now and again, G, for a treat.
Julianne.
No,
passed
not
last
being
week, so
diabetic,
probably
you're not.
no. I don't care, but I shouldn't have it at all. Not with my sugar levels keep going up.
No. Anyway,
Anyway,
there's
I'm
no
still
talking
here.
to you.
They don't want me, do they? So
No, well, I'm glad
Wow.
they don't want you because we do. We
Yeah.
do, Jean.
they don't want me.
Yeah, but we
Right,
do.
Julianne. He passed last week. So that was she ranting about father.
No, she's answering about the name John.
John. Yeah, John was her father who passed last week.
Yeah, but it was for Daniela. So
Yeah, no, I'm just saying. I was just trying to get it right in case we've got that other link.
Oh right, yeah.
We'll see if we can get a link for you, but I can't promise anything.
No, we can't, but we'll try.
Let's see. Yeah.
Okay.
Irene, have you got a link?
I have, I think. I'm not sure. I've got a gentleman that's just stepped forward, and this gentleman's saying, I used to work with wood. And that's all he's given me so far. So, but he's showing me all his woodworking tools, all his planes and chisels, and all the things that he used to work with. So I don't know if he was a carpenter or if he was a joiner or something like that. Lovely, lovely gentleman. And he said, I learned my trade a long time ago, and I learned the old ways. And he's referenced the fact that he's a granddad. So I know this gentleman would have been, let's say, over 45, 50. And he was he's saying, I was jolly. I like to have a laugh and a joke. He had a shed or a big garage where he used to work, but he didn't only make work with wood. He also made little things for other people as well. Like if somebody wanted a chair making or a little, Zoe, your granddad, right? Okay, sweetheart, let's see if we can go with him. He's giving me the name of Tom or Thomas. But I don't know if that's his name because he's not saying. It might be somebody that you know. But he's just talking about doing this beautiful wood, and I've got the smell of the wood on my hands. He's giving me the smell of the wood. I love the smell of fresh wood. It's beautiful. Now, right, come on then, sweetheart. Okay, he's talking about. I wouldn't so. He made rabbit runs. Oh, right. Okay. Well, that's something different. And Thomas is your partner's son. That's lovely. Thank you, sweetheart. Thank you, that confirmation. Well, I don't know if he knew about Thomas, but he's saying that he knows about him now. And he's saying that he's a lovely little lad. He's a bit cheeky, isn't he, Zoe? Because he's saying that sometimes he runs riot round you. Just because he can, but he's a lovely little boy, and he's really bright and breezy, and as he should be. But he's right. Would you understand, Zoe, where there's been some sort of a fallout in the family because he's a bit concerned about somebody having an argument, and this is recently because he's quite upset about it. There's been words said that shouldn't have been said. Can you understand that, please, sweetheart? Because he's saying it will come back round. It's just that temper's got a little bit flared, if you understand that. But he's saying that don't get yourself upset about it because it's not worth it. I don't know if there's somebody else in your family that likes working with wood, but he's talking about his tools, and he doesn't on your partner's side. That's wonderful. Thank you, sweetheart. Would you understand, Zoe, where there's somebody else in the family that likes or wants to work with wood or likes to work with the wood, because he's talking about somebody using his tools that he's left, and he's watching. He's watching. So I don't know if the little lad likes to mess about and play with the tools, or if it's somebody else. But he's saying that he left quite a lot of tools, sweetheart. Your partner does. That's lovely. Thank you, sweetheart. Well, he's saying he's doing a good job with them, and he's glad he's looking after them, if that makes sense, because he wanted to have them looked after because they cost a lot of money at the time. And he's also saying that he thinks that you're feeling a little bit tired, sweetheart. Partner left. Ah, right, okay. And that's absolutely fine, sweetheart. That's absolutely fine. And he's pleased. He's really pleased that they are in use and that they haven't been got rid of, if you know what I mean. He's glad that they're still in the family, sweetheart. Okay. But he just comes with so much love for you, but he knows that you're very, very tired, darling, and he wants you to see if you can have a rest, because I just feel as though I'm just feeling weary. I don't know if you're doing too much. Could you understand where somebody has had a fall and hurt the leg, sweetheart? Because suddenly I seem to have gone over on my ankle and my whole leg's hurting. And it was awkward. If you haven't heard about it yet, remember that I've given it to you, darling. You can take it off me now, please. Thank you. Right, okay. He's also right. What name is that? Right. He's also talking about a Lynn or a Linda. I know it's an L, but I can't quite hear him. I don't know if this gentleman had breathing problems, but he seems to be. You have a weak ankle and knee. That right? Okay. Thank you, sweetheart. Would you understand where this gentleman would have had a problem with his breathing? Because I can't hear him properly because he keeps wheezing a little bit, and I'm only hearing half of the word. So I don't know if he struggled with his breathing or if he needed oxygen or something like that. But he's sort of breathing deeply, but he's wheezing with it. So I don't know if this is reference to a cancer type condition or if he had a problem with his throat or something like that. He just comes with so much love, sweetheart. He had a stroke and you right. Okay, thank you very much, sweetheart. That explains a lot, because that explains why he's falling over his words with me and he can't get his words out properly, bless him. And pneumonia as well. That's where the breath comes in. Well, it comes with so much love for you, sweetheart, and he's just saying it's important that you know that he's okay and that he's back to his normal cheeky self, he's saying, because he could be a little bit cheeky, but not in a bad way. He was a proper gentleman, and he just wants to come and say how much he loves you, and he's around you, and he's sending you some healing, sweetheart, as well. Okay. Oh, and would you understand where there's a watch on a chain? It's like an Albert chain that used to be worn on the waistcoat, because he's referencing that as well. If you don't know about it, your partner might. He was a gentleman, an absolute true gentleman in every sense of the word, and he liked to be smart. That's all I've got for you, sweetheart. So I'm going to hand you over to Gina and Tony and see if they've got anything for you. And I'm going to say good night and God bless, and thank you for working with me.
Tony, have you got anything left to add?
I've only got a bit. I've got, like Irene said, I've got the energy of a real true gentleman here.
Yeah.
He would really mind. He said he would really mind his P's and Q's.
Very polite.
Oh, Tony
so I know he'd be very polite, and because he's also telling me that he's aware of a lot of the trials and tribulations that's been in front of you recently, if that makes sense, are we please? But he's saying he's very proud of how you both have held your head up and got on with things and just carried on and let a lot of things wash over you, but some things cut a little bit and hurt, if that makes sense. But he's saying, I'm trying to be very careful how I word this. Don't let them drag you down and make you compromise your own integrity is what he's talking about, I think, is how he's bringing it to me. So he's saying it would be very easy for you to say some things that would not be good, and he would understand why you would want to say them, but he's saying that would almost turn it round on you and make you the baddie, and he doesn't want you to do that. He wants you to keep your integrity and keep going. It's very difficult without opening up a situation, and it's not my situation to open up. It's between you and this lovely chap. Would you understand a lady that stands with him? I don't know if it's wife or sister or something, but she's standing alongside him. And she's as funny and polite and nice an energy to work with as he is. And she's not oh, all right. Feels odd because she's given me a lot of her physicality, and I don't normally get the physical. That's Jean's job, but grandmother, right? Okay, but I feel like she'll be quite a slight lady, or she lost weight prior to her passing because she's making my shirt feel very, very baggy on me. So I know she would be quite a slight lady, or she lost weight towards the end of her life. But lovely lady, very hard-working lady, and I feel like she. You've said she was in a wheelchair, but I feel like she would have had a lot to deal with in her life, and a lot of things to overcome. And she's bringing into you that you can overcome all of the things that you're going through at the minute as well, sweetheart. You just need to trust in them and trust in yourself and your partner, and you will get through these things, sweetheart. Would you understand for me, please, why I've got like the smell of potpourri? That's quite an old-fashioned thing. You don't get that now. We get oil burners and things. No, but I've got like pots of potpourri around and things, and it's that really sweet, strong smell. And I know Irene gave candles earlier and Jean gave candles, but you would understand lighting candles for people as well, because I can see you lighting candles for people. And I don't know what that is. She's just flashed something into my head and I don't know what it is. It looks like a little wooden box. Oh, it's a really sweet smell. But anyway.
Yeah, powder puff, yeah.
I've got a little wooden box, sweetheart, and I feel like something would have been found inside a wooden box after they passed. And what I can see look like little coins. I can't really see it clearly. It's just, she flashed it into my head. But if you can understand a little wooden box that's got little coins or little trinkets in it that look like coins, they're bringing that through as well for you as a bit of evidence. And they both want to thank people for the things that went with them. So something must have been put in with them. She collected them, but that could be it, but I'm not sure. But either envelopes with notes in or photographs or something, because all I can see is like white bits of paper that are tucked beside me. So they want to thank people for the things that went with them. And that's all I've got, sweetheart. And I'll see if Jean's got anything to add on.
Before you start, Jean, I've got to go. Good night, everybody. Okay. God bless, and I'll see you tomorrow night. Good night, all.
See you soon. Bye, darlings.
All right, love. See you later.
All right. Bye. Can I just say, Zoe, it's mainly just repeating what Tony and Irene said, darling, that they said, you've got to hold your head up high, darling, that you've got to walk tall. Hold your head up high and stop. At some point, darling, you must have been walking on eggshells. You've been a bit worried about upsetting somebody. And they say, no, you ain't got to whittle about that, sweetheart. Walk tall, walk with your head up. Remove that face, darling, where you know, you're having to put a face on to make people think you're happy and darling, that let them see that sometimes you are human and you do get hurt. Okay, they're talking about this fire. I'm glad you can understand, sweetheart, 'cause I'm trying to be really careful, a bit like Tony were. And they're trying to say this. I know that you did already mention thimbles, which I'd got the thimbles when Tony said the coins, because I thought they were little
I
thimbles.
couldn't see what they are.
But there wasn't just little pot ones. She actually did have the little metal ones. You know, the ones where you did actually prick yourself. And I know that she had them as well, sweetheart, because she's making reference to them. But can I just say that she's got a thimble out, so I don't know if you've got some sewing to do, or if she did. Well, obviously she collected thimbles, but there's some sewing to do, darling. I don't know if there's an M what's taking up, or there's something, because she's given me a needle and a thread. So I do know there must be something, sweetheart, what needs sewing. Okay. She's just said sew them buttons on the shirt, so there must be a couple of buttons off a shirt. As well, sweetheart, she's making reference to. But they're here for you, they're both here, and they're both giving you so much love and so much comfort. And can I just say, watch the photo? I don't know if it's on the mantelpiece or on a telly or a side or something, but I've got a photo so big. Oh, she went, yeah, you'll be able to see, won't she? And it keeps moving, keeps tilting, sweetheart. Because she says if you watch it, when it tilts, you know that they're around. Okay, because she'll keep straightening it and it'll tilt again, and that's when they're around. And she says it happens a lot within the night when you go to bed, darling. She likes you to know that you're getting a peaceful sleep. Well, they both do, that you're getting a peaceful sleep. So when you wake up, the photo's moved. So just take reference that you know they've been around you to help you sleep at night, darling, because you do find it hard. You'll nod off, but your mind's still going over and over again, that you're not getting that proper sleep, and they're there to help you try to find that sleep. And they want you to get your eating pattern right as well again, love, because you're picking. And sometimes you might even forget to eat because you're so busy doing other things and your mind's running away with you that you might think you've not eaten something. Can I just give you some egg and dippy soldiers? Dippy egg and soldiers, because that's what they're just giving me for you, sweetheart. Boiled egg with soldiers. Okay. Oh, and I can't stand jam. But can I give you to jam sandwich? But I've got as though somebody must like it on toast, or that's all right. I'm diabetic, sweetheart, so look at me. I eat wrong things. But they're giving me bread and jam or bread and toast. Well, Tony knows my good with them. So I do know, I can't abide jam though, but I'm getting that, darling, okay? Give him back. But can you get somebody diabetic? I'm all right telling you, aren't I? To drink more water, not so much pop and things, it's more water what we need to drink, because to swill things, it's toxins in his body until we need to get rid of. All right, darling, so she's giving me that as well. I want to give you a ring. She's giving me a ring, and she's taking me to my wedding ring. So I don't know if it's the wedding ring what's being passed down, sweetheart, because she's making reference to that as well. Okay, come on then, darling, because I'm going. And a chain. Can you understand why somebody would have a wedding ring on a chain? Because she's given me the wedding ring, then give me the chain, but I couldn't see anything on the chain. So can you understand why somebody put a wedding ring, darling, on a chain? If you can't at the moment, will you think about it? Because that's what she's just given me. And with that, I'm going to say night night, darling, and thank you for working with us. That's fine, sweetheart. Take care and look after yourself. There we are. Have you got another connection? You're next.
I've got a younger person with me, and I don't know whether it's a younger male or a younger female at the minute, to be fair, because I can just feel this young energy with me. And I feel, okay, I do feel this is a male and this is a younger male, and I do feel, all right, this younger male, all right, okay. This younger male would have chosen his time to pass as he's connecting with me. And I feel like this gentleman's not. He's not been gone that long. So I'm not talking like 30 plus years. It's before that. And I know it's a bit like we were just talking about, Jane, where the night before he'll have been out with his mates, having a drink, having a laugh, and went home, and the next day he wasn't Earth side of life anymore.
Didn't we, sweetheart?
We literally just had this conversation, which is why it's so weird the way it's coming through.
Well, we've got two. We've got a Megan and we've got Storm.
3. We've got Megan, Giles, Storm, and Mario. Okay. Well, just listening, because he's not going to talk about how he took his transition. He doesn't want to talk about that at all. So I'm not going to be able to tell you the method of his passing, but I know it was his intention to pass. But he passes by his own hand. I know that much. And I know it was just a case of being here was just too painful, and it just wasn't. It was easier in his mind to go than to stay. Okay, just take a breath. You don't need to take a breath, but you know what I mean. Just chill, and we'll get there. It's okay. Right. He's talking about the people he leaves behind. So I know he left loved ones behind. And I don't think he's just talking about mum and dad here. I think there was either a girlfriend or a boyfriend or somebody. There was a significant other that was Earth side of life as he's passing. Is that? Can people still understand this, please? He's talking about the group of friends some of them must still get together, because he's talking about when they gather, so does he. He comes around. So Storm, you can, and Megan, you can still. So obviously nobody can get together at the minute, but when people get together, he still comes and joins in the conversations from where he is. Somebody must feel him around as well, because he's talking about somebody either sees him around or smells his aftershave or deodorant or whatever, but somebody is aware when he's around. He's talking about the younger ones that are here now. So I don't know whether you've all had kids sort of thing since he took his transition, but he's talking about the little ones. And he's also talking about, what's that? Right, he's talking about the month of November being significant around and about. And also, I don't know if it's significant to him or significant to the person here. He's also talking about the month of August as being significant as well. And he's also talking about when we went away. So I don't know if you all took a trip away while he was here, or you all went on a holiday abroad or something, but he's talking about when we went away. He's also, bless you. Megan, you can still take all of this, and so can you, Storm. Okay, bless you. Why are you doing that? Right. Sorry, it's just you were always going on holiday together. And he's not giving me his age, sweetheart. I don't know, and I'm not going to guess. From his energy, he feels really young. For me, he feels below sort of mid-20s. But that's just the energy. I can't see him. I don't know, and he's not telling me. So, but all right, okay. it's just repeating in my head, tick tock, tick tock, tick tock, tick tock. So I don't know if somebody is watching the clock and wishing wishing time would pass quicker, or if somebody hasn't got enough hours in the day, but he's just going tick tock, tick tock, tick tock, tick tock. Your friend was 17. I know he's under 25. That's all I can say because of the energy that I've got. Bless you. But I feel, and it's the words he's using to describe himself. And I don't mean any disrespect, but I know this term is used as a term of disrespect sometimes, but he's just saying I was a proper scally. So, short for scallywag. So, but the energy I get as well, he's a real cheeky chappy. He really does feel like a cheeky chap, like he would be real fun and center of attention and have that naughty side to him. I'm not making him out to be an angel, because he definitely wasn't an angel. And he's right. Okay. He's having a real good laugh, and I'm wearing a pair of grey joggers with my clerical shirt, and he thinks that's hilarious. I don't know why he thinks that's hilarious, but he thinks it's hilarious that I'm in a pair of slobby joggers with a clerical shirt on top. Storm and Megan, you're still in. He's a lovely lad, lovely energy, really cheeky energy. I feel really uplifted with him, even though underneath that fun, cheeky side, there was quite some really dark times, if you would understand that. Because I feel like sometimes all of this bravado was hiding what was really going on. And there's a song playing around in my head, The Tears of a Clown. So I do feel like sometimes this energy was just his way of getting out some of the hurt and the pain that was in. Would you understand some mood swings around him as well, Megan and Storm? Because I feel like sometimes he would blow at little things that other days he would really laugh off. Would you understand this, please? Because I feel like he's apologizing a little bit for these explosions, and it was just him getting out some of what he was feeling inside. It was like a pressure cooker, and I just go boom. But he really doesn't want to dwell on that a lot, and I'm asking him to round things off so I can hand over to Jean. But what he's saying is he's laughing about there must have been a conversation at some point about either what to do with him or what to do with his ashes. And he's saying it was like the gathering of the United Nations and everybody debating about what to do with him or what to do with his ashes. And he's like, it's not rocket science, but he's just throwing his hands up like this and going, I didn't get it. It doesn't really matter that much. It matters to the people left behind, obviously, but to him, but he's saying people were saying, but what would he have wanted? And he's like, not for people not to argue is what he would have wanted, but people were getting quite het up about what to do with him or what to do with his ashes. I'm not quite sure where he's going with this, and Jean might get a bit more of it, but were people asked to wear a certain colour or football shirts or something at his funeral? Because it's like I can see lots of people wearing either the same colour or the same football shirts or something. But that's but somebody wore the wrong one. I don't understand that, but somebody wore the wrong colour or the wrong shirt or something. Somebody has a can of his or a can of his deodorant or something, because he's just put that down in front of me and said they've still got that and they should just use it before it goes off. There you go. I don't know what sort of aftershave it is, but anyway, I will leave you with that, and I will leave you with all of his love. And I'm sorry I couldn't split it out, but I'll hand you over to Jean and see if she's got anything to add on. Cheeky chappy, he really is lovely.
Right. What I got as well is that, could I just say that I know that Tony was saying about things, but people could take him the wrong way. He's saying people sometimes didn't know, and it wasn't being nasty or saying things out of turn. It's just sometimes he didn't know how to express himself. And this is, I know I've just seen that. He didn't know how to express himself in some cases, bless him, and he's saying people could take him the wrong way. He says, and sometimes it could have got him in trouble if he wasn't careful. I don't know if this is the same link, what I've got, but I do get this chap is only a young lad, bless him. I can't say we're over tall, but it's quite tall. But I've got those spent a lot of time on his hair, because it's as if I'm putting all, not, they don't Brill cream, they don't use it, these young ones, do they? But all gel and doing my hair and things like that, because he did like to look smart when he was saying when I were well enough, I like to look smart. He says, and I did like to go out. But some didn't. He said he got some, oh, bless him, all right. Some of his mates understood him, but some didn't. You know, and he said the ones what were meant to understand him were there. And I've got a lot of heartache, so I hope you can understand that, because I've wrote it down ages ago. I've got a lot of heartache even now, and I got heartache with this young chap as well. He's talking about 3 of his gang. This gang, that's an old term, isn't it? That's a gang when we were young. 3 of his mates he's talking about. It really hit them. I know it hit everybody hard, but 3 of them must have been really close, and they must have spoke, because he said it hit him really hard, and he wants to say sorry. He wants to apologise, bless him. He's saying because he just didn't know where to turn or anything. So he wants to apologise as that. And he says, I don't know, all mentioned the ashes, but he says, does it matter? Like Tony says, does it matter? But, and then he says,
Megan John.
Right. Yeah. Taken to his favourite place, and they'll know where that was. He's not telling me because it's nothing to do with me, but he had a certain place. Okay. He's just said not great. He's just said not graveyard. So that weren't his favourite place, was it? Say graveyard. So I don't think he wants him there.
It's somewhere he felt calm. Somewhere he felt calm.
Yeah. But it's just made me laugh when he said graveyard. I thought, well, but that's up to him, innit? Bless him. But he's there, and I do know. Can you understand a Stephen? Because he keeps saying Steve. Steve. He keeps mentioning. So I hope you can understand a Steve as well, please. And I've got, all right. I don't know if there was 2 other brothers and him, or 3 brothers, but I know he's talking about the 3. And I know the male, so he's talking about that. Thank you. But he got a lot. All right, one. He's got a nickname for one of his mates, and I'm asking him to tell me. It weren't Jimbo or out like that, but he had a funny name for somebody. Tomo, or I can't. He's not telling me, but it were a name that they used to give this one certain lad. He won't tell me. Right, thank you. Can you understand the nickname, please? Because I can't understand what he's saying. There was definitely a nickname. It's not Tomo or something like that, but it comes across like that, what he's trying to say. I don't know he's saying happy birthday, so I do know there's a birthday coming up. So he's saying happy birthday to that. And I've also got a passing as well, sweetheart, in the month of June. He's making reference to that. And he must have lost another friend who was young in spirit as well, because he's saying I'm with my friend. So there must be another friend what went to spirit young, perhaps not as young as him, but another friend went to spirit. Okay, because he's talking about that as well. That I'm with him. But then there was a knock-on effect where there was quite a few passings together, because he's saying that they're all here. I'm with them all. Right, thank you. That's okay, Megan. If you can't take it, that means we probably split it. You take what you can, Megan, then, darling. Okay. Because this is just what he's saying. All right. I know he left a watch. He's talking about leaving a watch. And he says the odd little things, nothing material, nothing major, but he left them. And there was some conflict about, you're okay, Megan, darling, thank you. About the hymns. Well, they're not hymns, they had songs. Because they wanted the upbeat. We're only young, so they didn't want the old traditional songs. And what he says, what was nice is, bless him, people was there who wanted to be there. He says, and that was nice, because there were true friends what went, and I hope you can understand that, because that's just what he's saying. Okay, but there must be a dog still on the spirit world, what he would have had or he would have known on, because he's just talking about the dog here on in the spirit world, what he knows of. Okay, he's talking about that, but there's animals in spirit world as well with him. Okay, and I was gonna swear then, not nasty, but he was gonna swear, and he's fed up. God, birds. There must be some birds around where he lived, or somebody had birds, because he's saying the noise used to get on his nerves. So I don't know if that was something because of his condition, blessing, that used to get to him. That's fine then, sweetheart, but I am going to leave his love with you, and know that he is safe and is happy once again, darling. Okay, thank you, both of you. Seagulls, I know you were on about the birds, because he says they got on his nerves.
I took his dog on the last walk.
Yeah, I know that he talked about a dog. So I'm just seeing if he's gone, because I can hear something, but I don't know. I think he's gone. All right, thank you, sweetheart. Thank you, Megan, as well. You're both welcome.
Yes.
Let's give this chap off. I've got.
Go on then.
No,
go on.
He's a lovely chap, and that young lad, weren't he? And he did need a bit of support.
He was lovely.
Nice natured, but could just misunderstood sometimes. That's what he told me.
Yeah.
He was misunderstood.
He was. Carried a lot of demons, though.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, bless him.
Carried a lot of demons.
He ain't now, is he? He ain't now. Right.
No.
Moving on. As I can say, moving on. Can I just give this chap, because I've got a tall chap. Don't ask me his age, because I don't feel as though he went to a right old age. You're not as young as we've just been talking about. Yeah. Middle-aged. Let's go to that, because that's how I feel. He was quite well built, as he's showing me. He says he didn't like dressing up. He was quite content just in casual clothing. He says that's where he felt most comfortable, in his casual clothes. He said he did have not dark hair, but it was like a browny coloured hair, as he's making reference to. He says, and he still had his hair. There again, I said Arctic, but there's still some more Arctic on the airplane around this gentleman who's in spirit. Okay, and he's talking, I don't know if it had something to do with his art, because he keeps making me art flutter. So I think it's probably an art condition, what he would have had. I'm not saying that's what he passed with, but that's what I feel, as though there was something to do with the art. But at the same time as him, there's somebody else who had the cancer condition, because he gave me cancer as well. I don't know if he went to the gym, or he's talking about somebody going to the gym, or wants to go to the gym, but they bought a bike or something for house. Can anybody understand this, please? And I know he had a toolbox, because the toolbox got down. He says because he lent tools out and never got them back, so in the end he just gave them in. Can anybody understand this gentleman, please? I think he just liked to tinker, like to do. Sounds like John. That's Scott. Thank you, Scott. Can you just listen then, darling, because he's just fetching this in. Oh, he passed, didn't Jim? Right. He's just fetching all this in. Can you understand then about him? It says people used to ask to borrow his tools, but he didn't get them back, so in the end he just gave them. Up to now, me, Jean. So Jacqueline can understand as well. Is that right?
Yeah. So you've got
Right. We'll
Paul
sort
and
it
Scott
out.
Haig
Yeah.
and
We'll sort it.
Jacqueline.
I know. Oh, and Deborah. Sorry. I do it. He's just said he didn't like dressing up. He just liked to be casual. Lent tools out. I'm just recapping what I've said. Then I know. Lent tools out, and sometimes he didn't get them back, so he ended up leaving the toolbox. Okay, I know he went to the gym because of where he were built. Okay, because he's making. All right, darling. He's making reference to there's some kind of exercise equipment he bought a bike or something for home or something, or cycled. But he's making reference to somebody, and we've had lockdown, dear. People can't get out. That they've let themselves not. I can't. How can I say it? Let me put it this way now, that they could have done a bit more exercise.
You mean somebody's put the lockdown stone on?
Thank you. That might sound a bit better than the way he's trying to put it. Because he's just saying that they're not done exercising, so I don't know if he's just having a joke with them and that's his character and that's the way he would be, because he's talking about this as well. And I know we've got Paul on, but he's talking about Paul as well, so I do know there's got to be reference to that. And he's just talking about when he did pass, bless him, he would have gone in his gym suit. He says he would have been quite happy just going casual, but they dressed him up a bit more than what he would have been dressed up in. But that would have been choice.
Bless.
You know, like suit and tie type of thing, where he would have gone in his casual.
Yeah.
He would have been quite happy in his casual.
When they laid him out, they had him smart.
Yeah, where he would have gone casual, and he's just having a laugh about that.
I've got that.
And
he would have had shorts and a t-shirt on.
Yeah, he would have gone in his gym suit. He wouldn't have bothered, whatever he went in. And he's just saying that they could have given him a shave, so he must have started growing a bit of a stubble here.
Jacqueline doesn't get the gym.
That's fine then, but I do know he had connections to a gym. I do know that.
Scott says that sounds like him.
Right, Scott. So we know we're on the right track then. But you can understand where he would have laughed at his own jokes. I've got to say that, because he was a funny chap in that sense. But he was a good friend as well. I've got to say that if he could help in any way, he would. That's why I said I didn't get some of my tools back. But he would have helped in any way he could. He's saying I didn't have a lot, but they could have what I'd got. So I hope you can understand that as well. All right, wait a minute. It's talking about, I don't know, something to do with the leg or the knee, that somebody twisted it. And I'm trying to get him to come and talk to me a bit properly. And he had a race with somebody who could go fastest on a bike or something. It might have been at gym. Could go the longest. I do know that, but he's still talking about the art, so I hope you can understand where there would have been an art problem, because he's just took me back to my art. So Paul and Scott, you're the same people, aren't you? Is it Paul and Scott?
Scott is Paul's son.
Right. Can you understand then, sweetheart, where was the art
Paul
problem?
is Scott's dad.
Right. We'll get it right. Hi, Sheila. So can you understand where there still was the art problem, please, Paul or Scott? Because he's fetching that back, darling. Okay. And I'm also making reference to somebody. Right. Because I know I've still got the art, because he's fetched that back to bring it more alive. All right, sweetheart. He's right cheeky. He's just saying, oh God, Tony said it in the right way, because he's saying that they still need to lose a few pounds. It's naughty, that, isn't it? That they need to get this little bit.
No, I do.
The weight off. That's naughty. shouldn't say it like that.
Mm.
But he's fetching this in, sweetheart. He's saying, thank you for being a mate. So I know that you must have been close in one sense, because he's saying, thank you for being a mate and being there and for being there. That's what he's saying. He's saying, I'm with the other members of family. So I know there's other members in the spirit world. And if it's Paul, obviously it's a friend. Is it Paul's friend? Because I'm losing it all here. Is it his cousin friend? That might be a better way than saying it than me. I don't want you to fall out. Talk about losing weight. But it's there for you, sweetheart. I've got to say, it's coming with so much love. And can I just, Paul, obviously, you know that Lynn's around. She always is, and she'll always be with you, darling. And I don't know if she knew him, but I do know they're together. All right.
Brother from a different mother.
But they're just having some laughing. I know you can understand this, darling. I know that you must have sensed him around, because he's saying he is around. And I hate this, because Michael always goes, I've just got toothache. I've just got toothache. So, Paul, can you understand, sweetheart, where somebody's complaining about the tooth, darling? Because I've just got toothache.
Don't you, lady?
I'm just getting right bad. John Wine Scotto. Right, thank you. Can you understand the toothache? Because you've got to take it off because it hurts. Because they're giving me that as well. Paul has just said, come on, what you're telling me, darling. Come on. Eat me. You've just got over toothache. Well, that's all right then, because I'm not having it. Just get it me right quick. That's fine, because I just know she's there. She's not saying anything, but I know she's.
I know
there.
she is.
With him.
I'm getting
she's
earache.
Strong now. Yeah, she's strong, isn't she? She's got that strong character about her now, and because she can just say it. She can come whenever she wants, and she's there, Paul, for you, darling. And she's just said, don't let him get you down. I don't know, sweetheart, because she's just like, as it said to him, shut up, that type of thing.
She didn't say don't let them get you down. She said don't let the
well, you can swear
get you
to
down.
me. I'm not getting into trouble for it, but they are together, sweetheart. They are together, and she just says, don't let them get you down. Tony said it. Hiya, Brianna. So I can't say what she's saying, because some of the things she's saying.
No.
She's very outspoken, but yet she uses different words to me. But don't let them get you down, Paul, sweetheart.
Tracy Jane.
And can you also, sweetheart, she's saying, come on, dry them tears. And she's just, oh, Paul, she's giving you a ticking off, love. Sort yourself out. It's as if, oh, bless. They are lovely there. Sort yourself out, she's just said. And make a butty. And make a sarnie, as I'd say. Get yourself a sandwich. So I don't know if you're not eating right, darling, but she wants you to get a sandwich. So will you make yourself a sandwich? Because to me, I don't think, you might be just thinking you're eating, but she's saying make yourself a sandwich. So make yourself a sandwich, love. Oh, she's just said, and not cup and not too many cold drinks. So I don't know if you're drinking too much cold drinks, darling. Scott or Paul, but she's saying make yourself a not drink. All right. So she's coming in with that as well. I've got to give you some sweet, what am I gonna? Some sweet pastries. What sweet pastries? Oh, Paul. Come on, she's telling you that she's there, sweetheart. You know she is. They're both together. Sorry? Oh, bacon. Bacon butter. Well, whatever you like, you make it. What did Scott just say?
Paul says he pick eats.
Yeah, she's just said he's got to get a sandwich.
Scott said that's the best excuse. I'll put the bacon on.
Right, put the bacon on.
Make me one.
And me.
Brown sauce and a dippy egg, a runny egg.
Make a sandwich. She says, we just support one another. She's not going to be easy. Oh, right, there you go. Too much pop. You can have your times.
Caller.
She says, you'll even clash. She's, you know, we all do. She's, but you're fine. You'll be all right. So she's just saying that. Can I just say happy birthday, sweetheart, Paul? There's got to be a birthday around you, love. Because she's just saying happy birthday. And she's talking about Easter. Now, Easter can be any time. That's why she's not giving me a date. She's talking about Easter. Okay? So I don't know if you like chocolate or what. But with that, I am going to say bye because I know what I can feel Lynn coming now. She's strong. All right, sweetheart. Look after yourself, Paul. Look after yourself, Scott. Go and put that bacon on.
Scott's coming up in April.
Oh, well, thank you, Scott. That'll be happy birthday for April, darling. Oh, she's just said to me.
Yeah, which Easter's in April as well.
Yeah. Can I just say, sorry, Scott, but she's just said, do you know, oh, God, I feel awful. She's having a hiccup. You know where ironing board is an iron. There's an ironing board and an iron. She can be a right one, can't she, Paul? So there you go, sweetheart. And I'm going to leave you there back before she gets me in trouble. And Paul will not want to talk to me.
Yeah, well, she'll be getting me in trouble.
So I'm going to say night and God bless to you both. And she'll be with you tonight. And this chap will.
She will.
This bloke.
Right.
Thank you, Tony. I'm leaving with that before I get myself in trouble.
I'm such a fidget.
Yeah. I just saw that.
It's Lynn's energy. She makes me twitch. She really does.
You don't know what she's going to
Scott's got his own iron board. No.
Thank you.
Well, I've got to tell.
Go on, sorry.
It's Brianna, isn't it, on Sheila's Facebook?
Oh yeah.
So I know I don't stop moving. I get a lot of energy with spirit, and they really make me want to see. When I work a rostrum, I normally walk up and down, don't I, Jane?
Yeah.
But when I'm sat in a chair, I've got all this energy, and I can't. I've got to get rid of the energy somewhere. But Paul and Scott, I don't know. Right. See, I do talk to Paul a little bit on Facebook and things, so I do know a little bit about what's going on. But Paul, Lynn's saying you've got to look after you and your bubble now, and you've got to focus inwards on you and your grief process, and not spend all of your energy out there with other people. You've got to focus on you and Scott and Sophie and all of the grief that's coming from there. And you've also got to right, okay, come on, sweetheart. You've got to make sure you get everything sorted that you need sorting. I don't know what you've got left to sort out, but she's talking about that. She's talking about a thumbs up, because you are taking steps forward. You are moving forward bit by bit, and you can see the progress you've made. But don't be afraid, Scott, and you as well, Paul, if you feel like you think, all right, great, I'm moving through it and I feel much better, and then the next day you feel like you're back at the beginning again, and you feel like your heart's been ripped open again. That's how grief is. And she's saying you haven't got to feel like you've let anybody down. If that's how you feel, that's just how it is. And both me and Jean can tell you that, because we've not lost anybody like a partner, but we have lost people. And That is how it works. The last thing to sort out is the council tax. Right, that's fine, as long as you know that
Do it
there's
and tick off what you've
things that
done.
need to
Yeah,
get
tick off
sorted
what you've done.
sorted out. Oh, okay. I know Scott's just had teeth, but Paul, you will understand where somebody connected around you would have had Paul's teeth.
Paul, you haven't let Lynn
Because
down,
Lynn's-
sweetheart. Can we just reassure you?
No, you haven't. And Lynn would be the first one to tell you if you'd let her down. You know she would. Or she'd tell me and then I'd have to tell you. But Paul, you would understand where somebody has or had false teeth because she's showing me them and she knows I hate them and she thinks it's hilarious. I can hear her laughing in my head. Mum had dentures. That's fine. Well, can I just say her teeth must still be here because they're not with her? She doesn't need them now. She's got her own teeth back. But because I can see them in a drawer or something, I hate them.
Put away.
Right. She knows that this sounds really awful, and I had to stop myself there because if I said it the way it came out, you'd have switched off. You've got your mum's teeth, right? Okay. Can we stop talking about them now? Paul and Scott, you would understand where things around the house are a lot more in order now than they were before, because it's like she's saying the clutter's going, but I don't want to say it like that, but she's going to tell me off if I don't say it the way she said it, but she's saying the clutter's going and things are getting sorted out, and she really loves that. She really loves that. She wants me to thank you all for the way you've looked after each other.
Yeah, how they've rallied round now, haven't they?
Yeah, the way that you've rallied together and things are coming together. But would you understand why she's saying, but she can see some cracks? I don't know what she means. I hope she doesn't mean in the house, because, like, you don't want cracks in your walls and things. But I feel she's talking metaphorically here about somewhere there must be some cracks showing, and she's saying, just be aware of it, but don't. She's a very strong lady. Don't almost coddle people and gossip people. Stand up for yourselves and don't back down all of the time and just say yeah just to stop. It's not that, Paul. It's not that. I'm not even going to start talking about that because the air would be blue. Because I can hear her on about that as well. But somewhere within the family, I feel, or friends around you, that there's some cracks appear. She's saying just cracks, don't back down. Just, there's times when you've got to say no to people, and
she's told me not to let them get any bigger.
Let them have a paddy and a tantrum if they want, not to keep backing down.
Don't let them get any bigger. Sorry, Tony.
No, she is making reference to the fact that you are letting these people that you've just been talking about take the water and then let them come back and wipe their feet as well. And she's annoyed about that. And she's saying, you've got to deal with your own grief, and you've got to move through your own processes without worrying about other people and their grief and their processes. And you've got to, that's what she's saying, you've got to look out for you and your family and not put other people out there, not ahead of, but you can't put your energy over there when you haven't got the energy to look after yourself and move through your own grief yet, Paul, is what she's saying. She's okay, bless you. She likes that you're still having conversations with her, and she likes that there must be a photograph of her in a frame somewhere in the house, and she's talking about that, and she's saying, don't be surprised if it doesn't fall over as you're walking past it or something, because she's just going to say hi and flick this frame or this photograph. I've got a flickering light bulb, Paul or Scott. Would you understand where there's a flickering light bulb? Because I can just see it. We've got one in our kitchen that's really getting to go. But I can see this flickering light bulb. She was wanting to make reference to that. And something about the stairs. There's something about the stairs, either the stairs carpet or wallpaper on the stairs, either talking about changing it or something, but she's talking.
Decorate.
Yeah, there must be something about decorating, Paul. Either
decorate.
Stairs or stairs carpet or something. Because she's saying, go for it. Right, go for it, go for it, she's saying. Paul, Scott, she's just talking about, she doesn't, you just recently changed the stairs. That's fine. She's just talking about that. Front room ones just start flickering. Okay. Would you understand then why she's saying she doesn't want the house to be a shrine to her? You've got to make it yours, and you've got in it, and you've got to move it forward with you, not just keep it like it was because it was yours and hers. So keep it your home and keep it the way you want it, and she'll be well happy with that.
Yeah,
she's putting her thumbs up to you both, and she's just saying so proud of you, keep it up, but keep your focus on you two and getting yourselves through your own grief. Don't worry about everybody else. And there is a thing like block. So if people get too much, block them. Don't be afraid. Block them. They're not yours to worry about. You have to worry about you and yours, not everybody else out there. Okay. Okay. She's just wiping my glasses. So somebody must need glasses, or must need the glasses looking at, or must need an eye test, because she's just wiping on my glasses. All right. And I will leave that with you. I will say good night and God bless. And thank you so much. She's been a joy to work with again. She's hilarious. Lovely.
She says, decorate to your taste. Do what you want to do now. It's as if put your stamp on things. That's what she's more or less saying, in a nice about way. But also, Paul, I don't know if you've looked at, I know we've talked about photos, but she's looked about one of these where you can put different photos in different sections. It's like a collage frame, isn't it? Where you can put different photos in different ones. And she's talking about one of them, sweetheart. So I don't know if you've talked about doing that as well, because she's fetching that in. She says, but if you do, make sure you get the good ones. All right, darling. And she's come with so much love. And like you said, we can't say everything she says because of where she comes across. But
no.
Good night.
I'd be
God bless
banned
to you
off
both.
Facebook.
Yes. Yes, we will. All right, sweetheart. Take care, both of you.
Well, good night.
God bless.
Good night and God bless everybody. It's been absolutely lovely again. It's been lovely. It's been a lovely service. And there's been some lovely energies through tonight, even the emotional ones, but it's been lovely.
It's been good.
This week we've got a service on Monday.
Tomorrow.
Wednesday we have Monday tomorrow, yes. Wednesday we have a service with Makawai. He's going to come on and do a special service for us. Then Thursday there's Little Port's service, but the Rainbow Project have somebody coming on to talk about type 2 diabetes and diabetes awareness. But it's specifically about awareness of type 2 diabetes. So if you know anybody who's got type 2 diabetes, or if you're in one of the at-risk groups, just have a watch on the Rainbow Project page and my page, and it'll pop up on there. So
when's that? Sorry.
And Joe's lovely. Thursday night.
Is it?
6 o'clock Thursday. It's the lady that did the cancer awareness for us, Jo. She's lovely,
Yes,
but she also does the diabetes awareness for Rotherham Council as well. So that should be a good night. And then Friday night, we three shall be here. Ubble, tubble, toil and trouble. We shall be around. If you need anything in the meantime, just drop us a message and we will do our best to get back to you as soon as we can. I don't think there's anything else.
No,
I think that's everything. Would you like me to close in prayer so you can do your singy song?
Yes. Thank you.
Okay, could we blend our in?
Please.
All right. Are you going to do both?
I'm waiting for you then. Yeah. Thank you, Father, once again for allowing our loved ones to come forward to prove that life is everlasting. Thank you for all the spirit what have come through all our family and all our friends, bringing all their energies of love and laughter, Father. We ask that any energies which are left and all the healing to go out of these four doors to the four corners of the world, to Mother Earth, to the war-torn countries, Father, not forgetting the animal kingdom and our children. Also for the homeless, Father, that they get food and shelter. We ask that anyone who's taking their transitions back to their families and friends, that they go safely on their way, and support and friends for their families which is left on the earth plane. We ask this in all your name, which is love. Amen.
Amen.
Lord, keep us safe this night, secure from all our fears. May angels guard us while we sleep, till morning light appears. Amen.
Good night and God
bless everyone.
God bless everybody, and we will see you soon. Bye.